it's Kristen and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are doing a family home build, and you guys, this actually turned out completely different from what I had originally planned on building for this home, but I still really like how it turned out. I even almost deleted it at the end because I'm like, this is not what I wanted. And I also did have a little bit of glitching, or not even glitching, just overlapping with the front of the roof, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need to upload this, because other than that, I really like how the inside is laid out. I love the backyard and the little pathways that are in the back that you guys will eventually see. So I did kind of want to do a little red home. This was supposed to be a small home, and then as I got furnishing it, I'm like, ooh, wait. This is actually a large family home. So it kind of turned, and I actually am not mad about it. I think it is super freaking cute, and especially with all of the outside area, you guys know it's usually the opposite for me. I always end up having no room on the exterior of builds for gardens and stuff, because I always make my homes go so close to the edge of the lot of the land, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much space. There's even a pool in the backyard. So I did try to use some different siding than what I normally have been using, but I did use the Seasons rock because you guys, I just love it. I feel like we don't really have one that is comparable, but I did end up making this the orangey fall barn style kind of home in colors, and I feel like it did kind of all come together towards the end. So there is a bunch of space that you guys will see in the back with gardens, but I did just kind of temporarily put in random plants that were in the build and buy, so you guys can just easily delete them out if you place this, and then you will be able to actually garden, because of course Patchy is in that garden. I feel like I use Patchy in all of my builds that have gardens. I feel like you just now can't even make a garden without a scarecrow. But oh my gosh, I'm out of breath already. So I actually almost deleted this home, and I'm really thankful that I didn't, because now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's actually really cute. And in order to get the screenies, I ended up having to rotate this a whole bunch because I could not get the sun to shine on this home and really brighten it up. I was building in the shade as well. But in one of the last videos, you guys, I had talked about when I have these longer builds that I thought it would be a lot of fun for you guys to ask me different questions about me, my channel, and even just different questions that you have about builds or just Sims in general. And I thought it would be the perfect time to just kind of sit down and chat with you guys, because I really don't have that kind of an option to do with you, because a lot of my videos are just builds or let's plays or just stuff like that I don't really get to sit down and do Q&As. So I did actually get quite a few questions from you, and I'm really excited about it. So I did take one of your guys' comments by Balal. I'm probably saying it wrong. I will insert a clip if I remember. But the first question that they had was, I had a question, what's the meaning of your channel name? So I actually do get asked this a lot, and if you guys follow me on Twitter or Discord, you know that everybody says my channel name completely wrong. Nobody knows what it means, and I completely regret what I named my channel. But originally, way back in, oh my gosh, probably 2014, I actually started my channel as a beauty channel, and I didn't do makeup tutorials or anything like that, but I think I did a few Halloween tutorials. I mean, I know I did a few. I did Malibu Barbie that I even posted the private video over in Discord a long time ago. But yeah, I actually started as unboxing, oh my gosh, what was some of the stuff that I would unbox? Beauty Box 5, which they are no longer an active company, which was basically the same thing as Ipsy. It was just a little bit different, and I actually enjoyed them more. And I did unbox Ipsy. I used to do Mimi Box, which is an Asian beauty company, and Nature Box. I used to do tastings of Nature Box, so it's completely freaking different. And I used to post, I'd say that I had that channel for probably a year I'd say, maybe. And I think I had like 1,000 subscribers maybe on that channel, and it was like, oh my gosh. Then when I decided like I wasn't really into it anymore. Like I just kind of felt like I was getting stuff to get it just to put on my channel, and I just kind of like stopped and went back to just like watching YouTube, and I wasn't really doing anything on my channel until like a couple years later, and I was terrified. I have talked about like how I found The Sims again and how like I decided to start my channel up again, and I was like actually really freaking nervous of it, because I was like, what happens when all of these people that used to watch me do like shoe hauls and like makeup, all of a sudden I like start posting like The Sims? They're gonna think I'm completely freaking nuts. They're not even gonna know who I am, and I'm gonna get so much hate on my first video. And I kind of think when I first started posting, I feel like all of those people just kind of like had dropped off over the years anyway, because I still to this day have never gotten a comment from like an old subscriber that was like, what the heck is this channel? How did I get subscribed to this channel? Who are you? Like I never did get one of them. So I feel like maybe I just lost them along the way. I mean, my channel, like I said, it's like 4 or 5 years old, and I did just like start The Sims like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. So, and how I ended up coming up with my channel name was actually, my name is Krystin and my middle name is Myrie. It is spelled completely wrong, like Marie as in M-A-R-I-E. And when I was doing like my own art, I was just like on PicMonkey or something like that that was free, and I was like making it. They had this like really fancy oh my god, they had this really freaking fancy font, and when I was writing my name, it didn't really look nice. And then I ended up just using like, I replaced the vowels with a Y because I thought it looked fancy. I thought it looked so pretty and elegant, and I ended up making my channel name that. So it's like, my name is KrystinMyrie, but my channel name is my name spelled completely wrong. And nobody knows how to say my name at all. Like whenever, if I'm like on another video, if I'm on a YouTube like live stream and I comment, if I'm on Twitch and I comment, because I've now like, I have this name everywhere, everybody will be like, KrystinMyrie, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm like cringing because it's like, no, it's KrystinMyrie. So I've always like regretted keeping the name, and I've even considered just like switching it to like the proper spelling, just like KrystinMyrie. And I was like into Gossip Girl and like all of that kind of stuff, and I've always like ended my letters with XO, so I just always put it there. And that's just kind of like how my channel became to be and what my name means, because I do know that a lot of people are like, how do you say your channel name? And I'm just like, it's not Myrie at all. It's like, oh my gosh, it makes me cringe so bad. And yeah, so I've considered switching it, and then I'm like, if I change my channel name, like, is everybody gonna completely forget who I am? Because I've thought about just like making it, you know, normal, and everybody will be like, who is this? Or do you guys remember KrystinMyrie? Where did she go? So that's just like one of them random weird things that I've always thought about. And then the second part to that is, what is the first part of The Sims you ever played? So I actually went in, I remember when I was like really freaking young, that my parents used to go, and we live in like a really small town. So at the time, like, we didn't have Walmart. I don't even know if it existed then. I don't know, really. Like, I can remember when they actually built McDonald's in our town. Like, we're in a super teeny tiny town even still now that has like 3 stores. Walmart is like the biggest brand name store that we have. It's like, we're in the boonies here. Like, if I ever want to get anything of like, you know, anything different, I actually have to drive like 3 hours to the city. So yeah, we used to get, like, my parents would go to the computer shop. It was like an electronics store. It was just like a mom and pop shop. And I remember that I was just like looking at the whole entire section of where the computer games were, and I never really was into computer games. I don't even remember if I had a computer before that. I might have had one for like schoolwork or something. But the only other thing that I was into originally was like PlayStation, and I would play like Spyro, Tomb Raider, and oh my gosh, what was it? Not Banjo-Kazooie, Crash Bandicoot. Oh my god. Just thinking about those games. And of course, when I did get The Sims, I was like obsessed with it, especially like that old beater car that would show up, that green or like blue one. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. And I used to have like a dinky car that looked just like it with like my Polly Pockets. Oh my god, the memories. But yeah, so originally the first Sims game that I ever played was just like the base game for Sims 1. And I just like played that non-stop, no expansion packs. I didn't even know they were a thing. I know I've said this, I think, a bunch on my channel. And then I think it was just like a couple of years later, there was like a sale on a bunch of their like games. And they had like the red, bright red Hot Date expansion pack in it. I was like, another Sims game? And then I was like obsessed with that, in the heart bed that like vibrated, and I was like, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever. And that was, I believe, Other Than Herbs. Like, I was obsessed with the Herbs, all of their music, because I'm like a huge Black Eyed Peas fan. So I was like obsessed with that game, and just like going to the factory and like trying to become like the best freaking worker, getting all the controls. Like, oh my god, I could go on and on about Sims Herbs. I want to know like if anybody watching has ever played Sims Herbs, and what was your favorite like career. I don't know why. I think it was just because I did so good at the factory job that one has like always been my favorite. And that's kind of one thing that I would absolutely love to see them do in The Sims 4, is like bring back the jobs that you actually, like, you yourself have to get good at, instead of just like sending them to work and getting promotions. Like getting your like controllers, if you have to push, I don't know, like different alphabet letters, or even if you are playing on console. I feel like that was just always so much fun to do, and it like became an obsession because you wanted to get better. And I think I can even like hear the sound. Oh my god, I do still have The Sims Herbs. I still have like the game. I bought it on eBay. I was like having a moment where I was like going back buying some of like my childhood stuff, and I had bought that, and I've never been able to play it. So I don't know if there's like somewhere online you can play that. But I think that would be so much fun, even like to do a stream some weekend. If you guys know where I can play that, definitely let me know. I don't even know if I can, like, I don't even think I have my old console that I can like hook up to my computer. I don't think I do, but yeah, those were like my jam. And I have been trying to install Sims Life Stories. I've never played that before, but I do see Steven, aka Spring Sims, here on YouTube. You guys definitely need to check out his channel. I have no idea how that guy does not have like 1 million subscribers. He is just like always so happy, and he is so passionate about The Sims. Like, I just enjoy watching his streams. I'm like a stream lurker. I watch so many people stream. If you post on Twitter that you're streaming, chances are I have your stream running. I just don't talk. I have been like called out of lurk mode from being like gifted a subscription, and I'm like, oh no, oh no. But yeah, I always love watching his videos on like the older Sims. Like, he does so much building for like the original Sims, and I'm just like, it's so much my childhood that I really freaking enjoy that. And he has like been posting about like Sims Life Stories, and I ended up getting one of them off of eBay, and I have been trying to get it installed on my computer, but it gets to like 99% uploaded, and then it's like unable to finish. So I'm gonna try to see. I have no idea. It might have something to do with like Windows 10 or something. I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna try to get that updated, because I think it would be so much fun to like post a video on that. And I also did stream the other day over on Twitch The Sims Medieval for the first time. Oh my gosh, Amanda actually gave me that at one of the Sims events in the EA studios, and I had just unboxed it. I think I got it like way back in February, and I had just streamed it like this weekend. And now I just like want to figure out exactly how to like play that perfectly. So, I mean, even though they are such old games, I mean, I feel like everybody just has a lot of fun going back, even if the graphics, you know, they're not Sims 4, they're kind of dark, and sometimes they can be a little bit interesting. One of the things I find really interesting about the older games is like how much crudeness is in the games. Like, I don't know, just, I mean, there was what, like beheadings, or the pit, you would like throw them in the pit in Sims Medieval. I was like, what the heck? I accidentally sent like one of my friends to the pit in one of our conversations. I was like, oh no, come back, I did not mean to do that. But yeah, so that's kind of another thing that I would like to know if you guys would be interested in seeing me do some like Sims throwback videos on like some of the old school games and like original spin-offs. I would love to see Sims 4 do stuff like that. Just kind of like the one-offs, like the Sims Life stories, but maybe like the updated version. I think that would be so much fun. And I feel like there are so many Simmers that are younger that maybe did miss out on all of those kind of like the Sims original, Sims 2 that everybody talks about. And I really do want to do like a couple of videos with Sims 2 as well. I know that Jen Urban Sims, she did try, I think it was like in the summer or before summer, she had posted a video on it, and I think she was like considering bringing it back. I don't know if she had like problems with it like not running well, because I do know that that's kind of like one of the issues that a lot of people have, is that they did some kind of an update and it stopped working with Windows 10. And I haven't tried to see if mine still works. Oh my god, even thinking about it, I hope it does, because I did try to like start my game and it worked, but I've never like actually played it. But anyways, you guys, getting back to the video, yes, you can see I'm just like putting in the garden. I should mention that if you guys have any other questions or topics that you guys would like to see me cover in some speed builds, of course, let me know down in the comments so I can save them for some future videos. And it doesn't even have to be about anything in particular. If you want to know about my dogs, if you want to know about like any other jobs that I had, or stuff like that, I'm like game. Totally game for letting you guys in on some of that stuff. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's build. Like I said, this will be in the gallery, so if you guys do want to download it, just use my username, KrystinMyrieXo. You guys will find this, and of course, make sure to put on your move objects so that everything does have a place. Oh my gosh, I do actually end up putting the rock, like the stones, on the top where the window is, and then I put like that orange and burgundy at the bottom, because I did try to take some screenies and I'm like, oh, it's just not working. And you can see that the roof kind of does have a little bit of that glitch, or like the lip or whatever you would call it, and I didn't really want to make the like the, oh my gosh, the white accent, I can't think of what it's called, but I didn't really want to make it less chunkier because it was such a big area. So I'm like, okay, we're just gonna do it anyway. So right here is where you can just like delete out those and add in your own gardens. But anyways, you guys, that is everything for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's completely random, all over the place topics, chit chat, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.